Hi guys, my name is Megan Carrasco and I'm about to take you through my travels of 2016. Alright, so in 2016, my first trip was in March, spring break. I went to China. I went with my high school, Rancho Cucamonga, and we went for our spring break trip. So we flew from LAX to Seattle into Beijing, China. Super cool, super awesome. We got to take many little flights around to other cities like Shanghai and just another couple places within there. Our first stop was the Great Wall of China, one of the wonders of the world. It was awesome. We got to experience the Great Wall of China as well as the local people. As we were exploring the wall, we were approached by so many locals trying to communicate with us, and it was a great way for us to throw ourselves into the culture and to the experience of China. So we got to try to communicate with them as well as them trying to communicate with us. And honestly, we got to learn a lot about them and how they viewed everything just by our hand signals and everything like that, trying to communicate. They did try to speak English a lot, which was awesome because it made us feel a little bit better and at ease. After the Great Wall of China, we got to go to a tea house. We had a professional show us how to make the teas, what teas to drink with each meal. Actually, the Chinese actually drink tea with every meal, and I was able to buy some tea and bring it home. I think it tastes great. I have some black teas, some green teas, and they all do something for your body, which is awesome. And they say that that's why the Chinese live so long is because of the teas that they drink. Next, we went to the tallest building in China, which was great. It was in Shanghai, and the entire building was made out of glass. It was actually kind of scary going up the elevator, but as you can see in the bottom right hand corner, it overlooked the entire city, and it was beautiful and it was awesome. I recommend that if you could ever go to China to go there. It's a great view. Although you can see how it was hazy at the top because of pollution and just everything that's not as healthy. But in the top left-hand corner, you can see that we went and we had dinner afterwards. We went and we had tried duck for the first time. It doesn't taste like chicken, but it wasn't bad. At first, I was a little skeptical about it, but actually, it was pretty good. I recommend trying duck if you ever get the opportunity. Personally, I don't know if I would try it if I wasn't in China, but it was great and I actually enjoyed it. Next, we got to go see the Terracotta Army. It was a beautiful museum. It was awesome. It was something that, we got to take a moment and accept it and realize where you're at. You learn about this when you're younger, you read about it, you see pictures, and to actually see it in person it was awesome. It was a great opportunity and I loved it, and I actually felt like the stuff that I learned in school connecting to what I got to see in person. And I did remember some stuff that I did learn about them. So it was cool. I got to experience and relate. Um, so after we went through the Museum of the Terracotta Army, we went into a small little courtyard where we were taught Tai Chi by a professional. You can see on the right hand corner that our entire class I traveled with, we got to learn Tai Chi by the professional in the front, and you can even see our teachers within our group learning. It was actually super fun. It was easy, not as difficult as you would probably expect it to be. It's a type of martial arts. I enjoyed it. If we had something like that in the States, I would probably try it. It was a little intimidating, but honestly, it was super fun, and I can see why they do it. It's relaxing. It's honestly a great exercise as well. After China, a couple months later in August, I was fortunate enough to go to Maui, Hawaii with my family, my parents, my sister, and our friend Aaron Holton on the left hand side. When we first got there, I was super excited. I was super anxious just to go find beaches and just go in the water. It's so beautiful. And as you can see on the left hand picture, I was super eager that I just jumped in the water, didn't even look, and I landed on a rock. So that part wasn't fun. It did hurt, and I still have a scar from that. But it was super fun at the same time because I realized, like, wow, okay, there's kind of beaches you can go in, there's some that you can. So from then on, we went and we searched and found other beautiful beaches. So it was a great experience. I mean, there's nothing bad that happened. It led me to something better. Next, we went to Hawaii and Luau, which lasted about an hour and a half. It was great. It was a whole bunch of like Hawaiian performances. There was dancing, there was fire, there was just a whole bunch of like cultural things, and I love the Hawaiian culture. And we were also fed Hawaiian food through the buffet, which you can never say no to a buffet. So that was great. My sister and our friend even got to go on stage and they danced a little bit, which is super cool. We have super fun videos that we can always show from that. On our last day, we did go zip lining, which was it was an experience. I was a little nervous, I can't lie, but it was really fun. We got to experience a different part of Maui. Most people think of just water, but this was a whole bunch of greenery. And the zip lining actually took us to the top of the island, which was beautiful. We got to see over the entire thing and a whole bunch of greenery. We got to see the ocean, and it was really fun. Zip lining is definitely something I recommend, especially if you're in Maui. It's great views and it's awesome. But at the end of the day, I just want to say travel if you can, whether it's in the States or if it's out of the States, and throw yourself into the culture. You learn so much about the people and how they live every day. In Hawaii, I got to learn something different than what I learned in China. And now I can take it back to where I live at home and just be a little bit more accepting of everybody and realize how the world works. And there's so many different aspects and different places in the world. But if you ever get the opportunity, I recommend to travel. So happy travels, everybody.